Heroes, unite! Well, this is my 10 subscriber special. I'm going to make it very short, or try to anyways. If it happens to be really long, look, I am really sorry, but I would appreciate if you'd stay to the end. So, first, I want to thank all my subscribers for, subscribing. I will admit, about 4 of these are members of my own family, but really, if you go back to the whole first humans on the planet thing, everyone's related in one way or another. For all I know, I could have one of my other subscribers could be a cousin and I not even know it. But anyways, either way, I thank you all for subscribing equally. I never actually thought I'd get to 10 subscribers in only, about a month. I knew it would take a while, but I thought that it would take until, I don't know, I'd been on YouTube for 2 years before I got my 10th subscriber. So this is quite an achievement for me. And I think and possibly for any other YouTuber. And then again, I don't really know how fast people get subscribers, so can't really say anything there. But I do thank you all for subscribing. Though I do have to say this. The main reason why this is going to be short, kind of like I stated in the previous video, I think it was the exact one before this, may have been mistaken. I am out of ideas. I can't make a video if I don't get ideas. So if you're a subscriber, try to make comments in other people's videos talking about my channel. Of course, don't do it to the level of spam, or if someone says don't advertise another YouTuber's channel, of course, obviously don't do that, because I don't want me or that other person getting in trouble. But try to, or rather, I don't want me or you to get in trouble with that other person, but you get the point. I do have to say this. I am wanting you to get the word out, not just on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Miiverse for all I care, or you could even go next door to your next door neighbor and tell them. Just try to get as many people into this as possible. And in fact, even if you're not a subscriber, still try to let other people know about it. Even if you don't like it, and honestly, I can understand why you want it. I'll admit, if I was in your shoes and watching this, I probably wouldn't enjoy it either. But then again, I'm not doing this for personal enjoyment. That's kind of contradictory because in another video I said I was doing this for fun. I am doing it for fun, but not so much in the level, ooh, I thought this would be fun. Well, actually, this kind of fun, kind of not, but I wanted to do it anyways. Even though it's not fun, I still want to do it. But the only reason why it's not fun is, hello, how can I make YouTube videos based upon what my subscribers want if I don't know what breakdown I want? Seriously. Look, I really do appreciate y'all subscribing, but I wish I could get some comments from a guy who has ADHD. My brain just goes haywire, and I can't think of any ideas. I will do anything I can on my channels. The only thing, or channel rather, I do have two, but yeah, the other one I'm not telling you the name of. You may be able to find it. I really don't know. But the point still remains. The main things that I won't be able to do, the other one, that's not really so much for making videos. That one, my grandfather was the one setting this up because, like in one of the previous videos, this is technically his computer. And honestly, like I've stated many times, I'm a noob. And apparently he is too. He set it up and, he gave it the wrong username. Didn't realize he could give it a different one. It wasn't the username I wanted, so I asked him to make another, which is this channel. Because both me and him did some research, and from what we were seeing, it looked like it was saying you can't change the name. Well, it wasn't until about a month or two after that, or maybe a few weeks ago, that we found out you could. And by then, I'd already made tons of subscriptions on that one and this one. So until I can somehow fuse the subscriptions together and find out how to make my two channels into one channel, basically, without deleting stuff that didn't need to be doesn't need to be deleted, I'm stuck with two channels. I mean, I don't want to end up trying to combine them and then accidentally end up deleting all the videos on this one. That's my main concern. I mean, I can get the subscribers easily. Just need to go through the list and see which ones are not on this, and I can get that taken care of. It's just, I don't want to end up having to start over, basically. But I will say this. I am doing this for fun in the sense of, I think it'll help me de-stress, but that's not the actual main reason. The main reason is so I can spread the word of God, help people, and just overall socialize. I mean, where I live, there's not that many places I can go to socialize. Plus, with my allergies and the fact that I'm having a heat wave, or we're having a heat wave over here, it's not exactly that easy to get up and, go to a store or something. I mean, about the only place over here are stores, libraries, and the occasional park. And back when I was in high school, I was asking one of my friends about places to socialize because, well, I haven't been to everywhere in the city that I'm in, so I don't know what all there is. And, of course, I learned from other classmates that the majority of people at my school don't really go out to socialize. Most people socialize by being on social media websites. And that kind of throws me out because I'm not going to be on a social media website. So, Meverse. I don't know if this is considered a social media site or not, but the point still remains. I'm doing this so I can interact with other people. Because where I am, it's not that easy to interact with other people if most everyone here is either older than me, like grandparents' age, in school / college, or using text messages on phones to communicate. I mean, that literally shoots me out of every single type of social interaction. I mean, I'm not doing this to get attention, no. Don't get me wrong. I mean, sure, there probably are some YouTubers to get attention. I'm doing this because I don't know any other way to socialize with people. And I think my craving for social interaction is from my disorders, but the point still remains. I actually want, like I stated in one of my first videos, I want to get every hero in the Omniverse, well, at least this reality at the moment, since it's the only one I can interact with, united. Doesn't matter religion, culture, race, gender, doesn't even matter if you're a human or not. I just want to interact with people. I mean, at my school, there wasn't that much time to interact. I mean, even at lunch, I mean, sure, you're probably thinking, why couldn't he interact during lunch? Well, because the time limit, I ate lunch, and by the time I finished, there was only maybe 5, sometimes 10 minutes that I could talk. And usually because I don't know how to start a conversation, and the fact that I was picked on most of my school life, I never knew what, pray tell, I was supposed to say. Plus, a lot of people at my school, even all the way back in first grade, if not prior, I can't really remember, but most of my school life, I talk to someone, the person's going to scream at me pretty much and tell me not to say anything. I mean, what pray tell am I supposed to do? I mean, I seriously don't know how to socialize in any way whatsoever. So, yeah. And because of that, I don't have any ideas for videos. So, well, I guess all that's left to say is if you guys can help me get more subscribers, that'll be really useful. Then I can make more friends, help more people, and essentially become one of the greatest YouTubers. Of course, I'm not in this for the fame, nor am I in this for the money, nor am I in this because it's fun. It's just I wanted to socialize. Of course, don't take it as I'm a very desperate person. I mean, sure, I want to socialize. But if I was desperate, I'd do some crazy, elaborate stunt like, oh, I don't know, bungee jumping off the Empire State Building and having everyone film it. Now that's desperate. This, not so much. I mean, in today's age and time, seems like socializing via the World Wide Web is about the only way a person can socialize. Kind of good, kind of bad for me. Good because I kind of don't know how to socialize with people out in the open. Bad because it takes even longer for other people to, well, realize you're out there, basically. I mean, I'd love to, well, not love, I mean, I don't want someone getting the wrong idea, but I'd like to interact with people. I can't exactly interact with anyone if no one wants to interact with me. I mean, I do have a friend, but like, oh, and by the way, if this specific friend is watching this, look, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's the truth. This friend calls me every single day. I mean, I don't mind talking to him / you, depending on if you're the friend watching this or not, but look, we have been talking almost every day for 4 years or more. I don't mind talking, but give me some space, please. I mean, even my own mom had a friend like that. I don't mind talking. I mean, I'm a very talkative person, so I don't have a problem talking. It's just when I have tons of stuff to do, like, let's see, personal hygiene, obviously, making YouTube videos, trying to do research, trying to create playlists, and all of that, I can't get any of it done if I'm spending all my time talking to a friend. I mean, I like talking to a friend, but let me have some time to myself. And I know if you're watching this, you're probably going to say, I have for about 2 weeks. Well, calling me every single day, even when I don't actually talk to you, calling me is what's the issue. I mean, look, I don't mind trying to help you out with your problems. But that's one reason why I made this YouTube video, so I'm not just helping one person. Plus, me being the hero I am, I want to help everyone. I'm one of those people who so-called sees the big picture. And I don't mind helping people, but I don't want it to just be some one random person out of the 6 billion or so on the planet. I mean, and that friend, when I talk to him / you, I feel like you're forcing me to. I mean, I know you're not, but it gets that way when I keep saying, can you please call back? I don't really want to talk. And then you make it seem like it's the end of the world by going, oh, come on. Well, look, I don't mind talking, but give me some space, please. I mean, when me and you used to talk, it used to de-stress me to the point where, well, I would probably have so much extra energy I could run up that wall and run around the house like Spider-Man. Now, every time you call me, I want to shove the phone down the garbage disposal. I mean, look, I'm not trying to be mean, but just give me some time to myself. Okay? I mean, I've already given you suggestions for it, and I would really appreciate it if you try to use them. One of them being, talk about it on here. That way, I'm not just helping you, but you're helping me because you're pretty much doing what my channel is, well, made for. I mean, my channel is made to help people, not help one person. And something tells me if you start doing it, other people will. Of course, and if there's one thing I know, there's an exception to every rule. That and anything's possible. So, it's a 50-50 chance. And for other people, no, I'm not being desperate or trying to get attention or anything. I mean, admittedly, the fame and money would help, but it's not a necessity. Only thing I believe that is actually a necessity in life is helping others. That's it. Of course, don't get me wrong and think that I'm saying you should go and just stop eating or anything or go to an extreme like that. No, I'm just saying there's really nothing that you necessarily have to do in life. You don't even have to obey the rules of God, but it is highly recommended you do. Though God is not going to force you to, He does ask and hope that you do obey Him. And I do too, honestly. I mean, this world would be a better place if we all did. I mean, even I, a Christian, will still sin sometimes and still disobey God. But that doesn't change the fact that I am going to keep trying to obey God for as long as possible. So, yeah, for anyone, subscriber or otherwise, who's watching this, please mention my channel to any and everyone you can, even the people who don't have a YouTube channel, and ask them to spread the word. And then, if we're lucky, we can get, actually, I don't even know how many people we can get on here, but let's see if we can get this up to 100. I mean, I do want to actually get famous enough to where other YouTubers hear about me, and then I can make talk shows with other YouTubers. And I, for one, would like to make a talk show with Dan TDM in it. Of course, not with me and him sitting next to each other. I mean, first of all, me being a huge fan, I actually don't even know how I'd react. I mean, worst case scenario, which I really hope this doesn't happen, I'd probably faint or something. But then again, I really don't know. But either way, another reason why that wouldn't work is, hello, me and him are on two sides of the globe. Do you know how much money that would take? On either one of our sides? I mean, sure, he probably will due to his level of fame, but me, I can't. Plus, I think it would be better if we did it from the comfort of our own home, so to speak. I mean, aside from the fact that it's, well, not that easy for me to talk to someone in person, except for very few people. I mean, literally very few. I think I only know of one person, one, maybe two people who doesn't create awkward tension. One of them being my own cousin. But the point still remains. Try to get the message out about my channel to anyone and everyone. And when I was younger, and even now, I do want to become famous. But not, sorry, just had to readjust the cord down here. But not for my benefit, but rather for God's. Because if I increase my fame, I feel like I can further increase God's fame, which will further help heroes win the war. I mean, in fact, I'd actually like to do some toy reviews. Which, by the way, if anyone from Hasbro is out there, I'd really, as well as Bandai, I'd like to do toy reviews on every single Power Ranger and Transformer toy imaginable. Well, the main Transformer toys, anyways, are well, the actual transforming Transformer toys, with the occasional random little blasters and whatnot. But I'd be glad to review any toy. Of course, I don't know how I'd go about that. I mean, I don't know if I'd need to start reviewing some and hope that my fame gets up enough to where those people will see me or not. But still, I'd also like to do some review on the Power Ranger Megazords. I mean, I have one. It's actually the High Octane Megazord. I was gonna try to get some more, but my word, this thing's about only $10 or so cheaper than the Mighty Morphin Megazord. I mean, I actually checked all the other Megazords. Most of them are only $20. This thing's $200 and something. I believe $229 for the American edition, the one I got, which was only $20 when I got it from the store. While the Japanese is actually $218, but still, that's way too high. I mean, I understand Power Rangers is a famous series, but for the love of heroes, all it is just 3 chunks of plastic that connect together. I could probably... I mean, now if it had some electronic feature that was very difficult to make, I'd understand it being a high price. But it's just plastic. I mean, seriously. You're just paying for 3 chunks of plastic and a cardboard box. How in a known omniverse is that even fair? I mean, sure, mine was cheap when I got it, but how is that in the slightest bit fair? Of course, I was checking it on Amazon.com. And if you guys have a toy that's completely unopened, never even once touched, that you'd like me to do a review on, contact me in my email, and then I'll figure out a way for you to send it to me without revealing too much info to where it would be a security issue. So, yeah. But I really hope we can get this channel growing, because this isn't just for me. I want to make a channel that, well, all YouTubers, if not all people on the planet, at least half the YouTubers anyways, can relate to. Something that helps people rather than just being random video entertainment and whatnot. I mean, I don't mind making video for entertainment, but I want to be some YouTube channel that pretty much matches, well, almost all of the categories that YouTube videos are in. Exception of the ones that should be blocked by the security system. Which, by the way, YouTube people, you need to up your security. I mean, it's a great idea, but sheesh. One of the reasons why I actually got a channel, not the main one, actually, it used to be the main one, and I decided to make videos thanks to DanTDM, but the main reason, well, the first main reason was because I was watching videos. One day, video would be working fine. Next day, it's saying, this is blocked due to inappropriate content. I'm like, what? How is seeing a Transformer do what? Inappropriate? I mean, I know it was actually a tribute to the Autobot named Prime from Transformers Animated. Can't remember the name. I know the song had a line in it that said, if nobody lied, nobody would die, or something. It was sung by some country singer. I can't remember. It should be in my playlist already. If it's not, Sorry. Everything's kind of going wackadoo. Ugh. Yeah, by the way, I kind of need to lose weight, so not that easy with a heat wave, like stated before. But anyways, what was I saying? Completely forgot. Well, anyways, I think I was saying something about. Oh yeah, that Proud video. Oh, if everyone lived and nobody cried, it's something like that. But it was just a tribute to Proud and Autobot. That's not even violent. I mean, about the most violent thing about him is the shurikens and the fact that he wields swords. But what do you expect for a robot that's an alien? But it didn't say violent, it said inappropriateness, but still. But it did say you can only view this if you have a user. I mean, some days it would work fine. Like, one day, works fine. Next day, sorry, this is inappropriate. Next day, works fine. Next day, inappropriate. And I'm like, make up your doggone mind! One day it's saying, oh, sure, yeah, you can watch it, no problem. Next day, nope, nuh-uh, this too inappropriate for you. You gotta choose another video. What the? Gah! I mean, if it actually was something inappropriate, like, I don't know, like a commercial for an R-rated movie, I'd understand. No questions asked. But if it's a video that I watch every single day, and about the only thing inappropriate is saying that nobody would die, then I don't understand what's going on. I mean, what's the point of having a security system if it blocks and or doesn't block the stuff that needs to and or doesn't need to? Like, I've seen things on YouTube that look easily like they should have been blocked. Like videos where, I don't know, someone gets their head cut off or arm cut off or something, and blood's going everywhere. And it's not blocked. Or I see a video that, like one time, I actually saw a video labeled the same song to Dora the Explorer, and it's blocked for inappropriateness. I'm thinking, what the huh? I mean, it blocks the Dora the Explorer, but does it block the one with someone getting mutilated? How does that classify as sensible? I mean, seriously. I know the world was crazy, but you know it's going downhill when a security system blocks what should be not blocked and allows what should be, oh, I don't know, not allowed? How in the known universe is that even enjoyable? I mean, at first I was never even going to have a channel, but, well, if that's the only way I can watch the videos, then I'm going for it. Admittedly, my grandfather was a bit iffy about it because he didn't want me making my face known to everyone. Well, I can understand what he's going through, and I can understand where he's coming from, or where he's coming from, rather, not what he's going through, but you get the point. I can understand his point of view. But, well, I can't help it. This is the only way I can view the videos. But anyways, thank you to all 10 subscribers. I hope I can get more in the future. And hopefully, if I'm lucky, well, sorry guys, I just noticed something in my hair. Okay, anyways, I really do hope I can increase my subscribers. So please do tell everyone you meet and or know about the about my channel. I mean, you may think this is junk and it should be just eliminated from the internet whatsoever. And another person, I don't know, your own sibling maybe, could think, "Hallelujah! Greatest video ever!" But you wouldn't know because they didn't know about this. Now would you? So even if you think this is the worst thing in the world, I still say you should tell someone. But don't lie to them and tell them this is one of the best videos ever. I mean, even I'll admit this probably isn't a good video. But while I am in a sense confident, I'm only confident that I can defeat evil. Not so much in my socialization manners. I mean, from a person who was constantly picked on, how can I know how to socialize if every single time I tried to when I was younger, someone would always make some random threat like they were going to hit me, duct tape my mouth shut, pour glue down my throat? How would I know to socialize if every person I tried socializing with threatened to hurt me? I mean, I've even had some people who went to the extreme of saying they were going to kill me in my sleep. I mean, I can't say I blame them. Sometimes I talk so much I want to slap myself upside the head, like in my hour-long videos, because by the time I finish them, I'm like, why? I only wanted 10 minutes. Like in this video, I feel like slapping myself because it's gone on for 40 minutes, and I only wanted, actually no, not 40, 32, or at least it will be in 2 seconds. And now. Anyways, the point still remains. While I basically don't have a lot of confidence when it comes to stuff like this, or any in general due to my ADHD. But basically what I'm saying is, don't let, just because I have very little confidence, keep you from watching this. I mean, I'll even be glad to, I'm actually promoting you to put hate messages in this, because I want to know how I can get better. All that I ask, like in one of my earlier videos, is no cuss words. You can say, this is the worst thing in the world. Just don't say, you can even, though I would highly recommend you don't, because I'm trying to make this age appropriate for everyone. Don't say something like you should kill yourself or something. I mean, first of all, was low self-esteem. I will admit, for most people with low self-esteem, yeah, one message like that, boom, they're off this planet. But for me, I'm not doing that. But I still recommend you don't say that. I mean, not because I'm scared that my stress level got so high, well, I mean, admit I have thought about it, but what keeps me from doing it is the fact that I know that I have a job to do, and it still hasn't been completed. And I'm getting the strange gut feeling that this is what I'm meant to do. Can't explain it. All I'm saying is don't say it because, well, it's, in my opinion, at least on YouTube anyways, that's just as bad as saying every single cuss word 100 times in a single comment. And don't say anything like I should hurt myself either. I'm not going to hurt myself. My job is to help every being, including every cell in my body. Which means that I'm not going to intentionally cause harm to my body. I am going to try to make my body last as long as possible, so I can help as many beings as possible. Now, I know harm will come to me one way or the other, but it doesn't mean that I want it to, nor does it mean that I'm fine with it. I mean, I kind of am fine, but that doesn't, but you get the point. Just because I'm fine with it, and just because I know it's inevitable. Actually, just because I know it's inevitable does not mean I'm fine with it. Though I am fine with it, basically. I'm okay if harm comes to my body. But that doesn't mean that I want it to. Basically, just because one thing's true doesn't mean something else is. Even if that something else is true. Yeah, that's contradictory, I think. I just confused myself. Anyways, also, if you're a famous YouTuber watching this, or anyone with their own YouTube channel and they want to be in a talk show, then fine. You can contact me if you want. And if you need to know my email, Skype, or anything, let me know. Of course, I'll let you know my email. But I think I stated in a previous video, but try to help me get more subscribers. And of course, here's a suggestion. Don't tell them your opinion until after you have told them about my channel. Unless, of course, they obviously ask for your opinion. And, well, not trying to control you or say you have to say anything, but I would recommend all you say to them is, this is my opinion, but this person would like it if you'd watch his videos anyways. So you can give your opinion. Because I don't want them to become, well, completely biased by your opinion. Like, you tell them it's bad, and then they become so biased and so into the mindset, oh, it's bad, and they don't even bother giving it a chance. Because I want them to give it a chance before they say this is the worst thing in the world. Well, that's all I have to say, but when I get 100 subscribers, I will do a 100 subscriber special. But I hope that you guys give me suggestions, because I don't know how many videos I'm going to be making if I don't have suggestions. I mean, there are only so many things I can talk about. Talk about that. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Can't talk about something if there's nothing to talk about. Which I've told people who have actually told me to shut up, be quiet, zip my yap trap, or any other wording you can think of. And they tell me that would make me talk more, so yeah. But what I told them was, you telling me to stop will make me talk more. You want me to stop, you gotta listen, and then don't say anything. No one says you have to pay attention to me. I mean, for all I care, you can ignore me. But still, the point still remains. You can't talk about anything if there's nothing to talk about. And the reason why I brought that up is because when they talked and told me to be quiet, that gave me something to talk about. And them not saying it made me not talk because it didn't register in my mind, oh, there's something I need to talk about. If that makes any sense. I know that's a bit confusing, but if you have trouble not stopping talking, you'd be confused too. I mean, it's not that many times you meet a person if you ask them, can you stop talking, they actually will say no. Because no, I actually can't. I've tried. And before you say, how have you tried? I've done everything. I've tried to just do this. And see how I just breathed out? That's actually that's actually on the lower spectrum of what could happen. Highest, worst case scenario ever, my mouth could drop open and I'd be screaming so loud you could hear me 2 or 3 streets over. Yeah. So, yeah. I've tried that. I've tried holding my mouth shut. It becomes louder than that. I have tried just doing this. As well as I've even tried everything I do won't get me to stop talking. I mean, seriously. I had laryngitis and I still talked. And that's a disease, or rather sickness, that gets worse if you talk. So you can see I can't stop talking. It's like, well, I was going to say it's like I have extra energy, but of course I have extra energy. I have a disorder that creates the extra energy. But I do thank you all for subscribing, so try to get me more subscribers. Not because I'm desperate for attention, it's just, like I stated, well, I just want to get my message out to other people and help them. Oh, and when you're advertising my channel, make sure you tell those people that I'm wanting to help them. And I'll even help with random simple instance. Like you can say something like, my dad is asking me to do work, my mom is asking me to do something else, and they're both wanting it done at the same time, but they both told me that if I say no to either one of them, I'll get in trouble. What do I do? I could try to help with that. I mean, admittedly, in that situation, I'd probably have to say, actually, let's see. If both your parents want you to do something, but if you say no to one, you'll get in trouble, all I can say is, if they've told you to do something, before you say no to that person, here's a suggestion. Try getting both your parents in the same room and then all three of y'all sort it out. Where you tell one parent that the other one had already asked you to do something. And then say, what do you want me to do first? I'm only one person and I can't do both at the same time. Nor do I want to get punished. Or something along the lines of that anyways. I mean, that's what I do. I personally haven't been in that situation, but doesn't change the fact that due to me meeting lots of people and me trying to help everyone in every single way possible, I have learned to expect the unexpected. Plus, anything's possible, so my information could be the best thing you've ever heard. It could also be so bad that it could result in, I don't know, some random gunfight happening on the other side of the world. But there's really nothing I can do about that because it's unpredictable. The only being who actually knows what's going to happen is God. So, yeah. So, try to get more members and make as many suggestions as you can, and please comment. Even if you have nothing to say except, hello, that's fine. Just one comment from you will be enough. I mean, not saying you have to, I'm just saying I'd highly recommend it. Because just like God, I don't want to force you to do something you don't want to do. Just telling you what I'd like. That's all there is. Well, anyways, bye, and I guess I'll speak to you whenever people start making ideas. I mean, can't make a video if I don't have any ideas. Besides, who knows? Your idea I may end up doing your idea and then get, I don't know, 20 more ideas for 20 more videos. I just need something to spark my inspiration. The only things that I really want to be able to be doing in my videos would mainly be stuff like reaction videos and Let's Plays until I can figure out how to use the dual screen software. Or whatever it's called, I don't even know. Where basically I have a camera image of me up maybe here or something, and then whatever else I'm watching all everywhere else. I mean, I don't mind making videos, it's just, well, I want to move the camera. I mean, I don't mind making those types of videos, but I gotta figure out how to first. I mean, you can't do anything if you don't know how to do it. Though it does bring up a question. How the hell am I so good at the guitar, yet I've never once had a lesson? I mean, this was back in about 3rd grade or so. My music teacher was giving us guitars. She handed me a guitar, and it's like I knew how to do it. And what's really weird is that's the first time I've ever held a guitar. And honestly, I don't even think I knew what the name of the instrument was. I mean, sometimes when I was younger than that, I used to sit in the den while my mom watched one of those, watched a music competition with someone holding a guitar, but it was usually so zoomed out I couldn't see what the person was doing on the guitar. And aside from that, most of the time I wasn't even paying attention to TV. And when I did, it was so zoomed out I couldn't see where they had in their hands. But it's like I knew how to play a guitar before I was taught. That still freaks me out. I mean, by the way, in my videos, I'll even say stuff that'll... I'll even mention more things about me, like what's my favorite show, what's my favorite mod in Minecraft, what's my favorite video game, who knows? I just need you guys to make suggestions in the video, because this isn't just going to be me saying whatever's off the top of my head. Unless, of course, y'all don't comment, and then that's pretty much what it is. What my plan is for this channel is me responding to my subscribers, or just to any random person in general, even if you don't subscribe. Of course, I can't respond if you don't make a comment. I mean, like I stated, you can't respond. You can't say anything if there's nothing to be said. You also can't respond if there's nothing to respond to. I mean, seriously. Well, anyways, I gotta go. This has been going on long enough. So I'm really sorry if any of you got bored with this, and oh man. And I'm really sorry if anything I said upset, disturbed, freaked you out, or caused some negative reaction. But I do have to say thank you to everyone who stayed until the end. Well, anyways, by the way, DaneTDM, if you're watching, please check out my intro. Anyways, see you guys later.